Calling the original thinkers,
the disruptors,
the hungry minds.
Just 25 minutes north of London, you'll find a real learning community
where you can be whoever you want to be.
Our gold standard teaching delivers outcomes without limits.
for everyone.
There is a place like home where your well-being comes first.
Welcome to Hearts,
where great minds don't think alike.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Hearts Sports Village in Hatfield, Hertfordshire. It's the last regular season game day for these two teams. Hemel Storm taking on the Thames Valley Cavaliers. Solent Kestrels have been crowned as Division 1 champions, beating Leicester Warriors earlier today, 91-65. A big congratulations to Solent Kestrels. So Thames Valley Cavaliers will finish second in this season's National Basketball League, and Hemel Storm will be finishing third. These teams have already met once this season. Thames Valley Cavaliers winning by 10 at 107 to 97. And last weekend, both teams had a double header. Storm winning twice on the road in a big game versus BA London Lions, overturning a big half-time deficit to win up 103 to 76, and then taking down the Rebels, overturning the 3-point loss here and winning that 69 to 76. I got Simon Wheeler alongside me. Simon, great to be here for the last regular season game. Over the last 2 years, it's 4 wins to Thames Valley, 1 win to Hemel. It's about time things change there.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Graham. Thanks for joining us all. A kind of a dead rubber game, really, when it comes to league position, when it comes to what's on the table to be for everyone to win, other than, I guess, momentum. Momentum going into the playoffs. It's kind of it's where you want to be. Obviously, Thames Valley, they'll get a bye along with Solent to the first round.
Yep.
Storm look like they're going to play full team. Well, they definitely play full team, but we're not 100% sure who that is right now. So they want to put on a good display so that they've got momentum going into the playoffs.
Yeah, that playoff game next week will be here, and if they can get past that, they will be home again the following week. So it's been a good season so far for Hemel Storm, just with the 4 losses, Thames Valley Cavaliers with the 2 losses. But the key things here, we've got 3 of the top 10 scorers, in fact 4 of the top 10 scorers playing here in this game. So it should be a high scoring affair and a real exciting one for the viewers today.
Yeah, head to head, it's a really good game. Thames Valley just slightly out there at stretch. Even if you look at the last 5 games, both teams' last loss in the 5 games conceding this one is against Solent. So they're obviously in the right position of where they should be. It should be a really good taster of what's to come should both teams progress going forward.
Yeah, I agree, Simon. Apart from the scoring, you've got number 1, 2 and 3 in efficiency, which means you've got not only guys that are out on the floor for a lot of minutes, but they're doing things in a really efficient way, whether it's shooting percentage, rebounding, lack of turnovers. We've got the whole package here today.
Yeah, and that's illustrated by the stats. If you're going on to Basketball England's stats, and you just look at number 1s and number 2s throughout both teams, as you've kind of highlighted already. So if nothing, we should see some good shooting with a high percentage of scoring, which should lead, unless some defences really step up, to a really interesting game.
Okay, well, it's always been a pleasure bringing these games, and we're really looking forward to this one. Top players on both teams as both teams take the knee. No room for racism in sports or anywhere in modern society. We're just about to get underway, and it's Polian against Hakeem Silla, number 1 in rebound in Silla, number 2 in rebounding for Greg Polian. And they're sharing a little smile, maybe a little word. They know this could be a classic, even though it's not going to change their league positions. And we're off and running. And attempted alley-oop.
Great presence of mind there to get the inbounds as well, throwing the ball against Noel there.
Taylor Johnson's been huge for Thames Valley as Hemel Storm get the turnover. Levi Noel knocking down the 3, and last time we were here, he was huge in that regard when Hemel had the big win against Reading Rockets.
Playing on the ball there, an ex-Storm player we've all seen, did a really good job for us when he came in. You don't really want to come up against these guys, but they're a great team all throughout.
And Polian with the throwdown. Just a simple pass, and Bodie having a really big season. He now leads this team in assists. He's third in scoring, and a good example there.
Absolutely.
Silla, leading rebounder in the league, averaging just under 20 points a game as well. Shots up and just long from Kai Williams.
Kind of get to this end of the season, and you look at the stats, and the difference between number 1 and number 9 is it can be decimal places, as illustrated in some of the stats.
Mike Williams just short. Another rebound for Silla. He's rebounding 12 rebounds a game. As you say, Freckleton puts up some impressive scoring numbers. He's the leading assist man on Thames Valley Cavaliers as well. Shots up and good for 3. Nice job by Lewis Champion. Bodie to Greg Polian to Levi Knoll. Teo. Back to Bodie. Slips and Levi gets the shot off the glass but misses everything. Good defence from Thames Valley Cavaliers.
It's a little bit of a stumble there, Bodie, and they were on it first. Still managed to get it out, but time was pressing. Time violation.
Freckleton to Champion Elaine. Inside, Silla. Tax. He is strong. And he gets another offensive rebound and good touch off the glass.
That's what he does, isn't it? Rebounds. He rebounds and keeps going. And Storm quite often can give up a few points from offensive rebounds that they give away. Again, another steal there with Champion going all the way. Easy finger roll layup.
That's good defence. They're getting in the passing lanes. That's sloppy by Hemel Storm. Cavaliers leading early, 9-5 here on Hemel Storm TV. Hope you're enjoying the action. Hemel Storm just need to get into this, get a foothold in the game. Levi Knoll for 3. Just off, rebound Freckleton. Shots up by Williams and he knocks it down. And this is ominous start by the Cavaliers. Remember back in December, they won by 10, 107-97. But Levi Knoll for his second 3 of the game.
They don't want to see him come out for that outside shot. That was a lot of time Noel got there before he released.
Here's Champion Elaine. Freckleton on the handoff, attacks. Good defence. Bodie gets the steal. Bodie attacks. Left hand is good. That's better by Hemel Storm.
Just we saw it, ebb and flow. You know, both teams kind of pushing a bit hard and then making the breakaway. One team goes forward.
Both teams averaging over 90 points a game. Second and third in the league in that respect. Freckleton, quick release and a foul on Greg Polian. He just got dragged out there to trying to stop the shot or make it as tough as he could for Freckleton.
I keep forgetting all our tech. I've got to remember we've got replays. Graham, give me a nudge.
That's okay. We're getting caught up in the excitement. It's good. Freckleton at the free throw line. Number 1 4th in the NBA in assists in the NBL.
Ex-BBL player with London Lions as well. He's,
Lots of experience and always puts on a good performance. And when there's crowds in the arena when Freckleton's playing, they letting him know that he is an ex-Hemel player. Bodie, good step out there by the Cavaliers. And Levi Knoll catch and shoot just long. And last off Williams. Johnson. Silla, left hand layup, really good attack and a nice pass to set him up. Ball inside to Polian on the baseline, back outside, extra pass. Williams attacks the closeout, pulls up mid-range and drains it for two.
A lot of pressure on Williams there and no call.
Storm have really got to move the ball quickly today. Avoid these closeouts and the aggressive D. Freckleton makes the shot, that's tough. Going left and finishing right. Bodie straight down the other end. Good concentration for Bodie, and he keeps it close. Champion Elaine to Silla, who steps out. Freckleton, you can't let him set his feet, but he misses that one. And this time, Taylor Johnson gets the offensive rebound and knocks it back down. That's annoying and frustrating for Coach Spinks after they force a tough shot from Freckleton and Taylor Johnson gets the rebound. It forces a timeout.
Yeah, the replay there just illustrating Cavaliers passing really well, getting an easy shot to basket.
Yeah, both teams playing well. Cavaliers by 7. But straight away you can see the dangers. Taylor Johnson last weekend, and he's averaging 23.5 points a game last weekend, and especially in the tough loss against Solent, he's up at mid-20s against them, and he really is the key. And he's not had to do too much to start. It's been Freckleton and Lewis Champion, so they're really sharing the scoring around.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor Johnson nearly got a triple-double last weekend. He was only 3 assists away from getting there. That's a hell of a thing to achieve in a game. You know, he was happy with his double-double, 29 points and 14 rebounds. And he hasn't really been, as you say, we haven't seen him yet play.
No, against Solent, 25 and 8. Reading Rockets last weekend, 23. 3 rebounds, 4 assists. It really is Silla, Freckleton, Lewis Champion and Taylor Johnson. They're the key 4, along with Kai Williams, to really watch out for. So Taylor Johnson at the free throw line. Along with all his scoring, 81% for the free throw line. 42% from behind the arc, which is good enough for 4th in the National Basketball League here. Teo to Bodie. Still the same 5 on the floor for Hemel Storm. Long range effort is short, just brushes the front of the rim by Mike Williams. And beautiful reverse layup, Taylor Johnson. Polian, he tries it for 3, just off. Lewis Champion, Elaine. Crosses over. Freckleton, high screen coming from Silla. And he throws it up, Freckleton gets his rebound, but Teu ends up with the loose ball. Bodie attacks, inside, Greg steps through and knocked loose by Taylor Johnson. Substitution, Charles Aqua-Davis coming in for the Cavaliers and Lewis Champion Elaine coming out for the Cavaliers.
A lot of points on the Cavaliers bench as well.
Shots up, and this time Williams connects from 3. Just keeping Hemel Storm in touch. Johnson. Kai Williams moves it along to Freckleton. Inside, Williams. And the shot's up, and it's just off. Good rebound by Teu, who saves it acrobatically. Bodie, left-hand dribble, stops. Bounce pass in for Greg. He is surrounded. And the running jump hook Just off for Bodie. Good defence from the Cavaliers. Travel called on Taylor Johnson, which gives Hemel Storm a bit of respite. And substitutions coming in. Hafiz Abdul and Walid Ramouni. Good to see Walid getting in the game in the first half. A lot of experience, and the games we've covered hasn't always had the minutes that we'd expect from him.
No, it's one of the fans' favourites. Everyone likes to see Walid smile out there. When he's playing well, he's normally smiling and enjoying the game. Another quick turnover there. Freckleton feeds. There we go.
Throw down. Charles Aqua Davis, straight line pass after Mike Williams had unfortunately turned it over. Lead expanding for the Cavaliers. Bodie going one-on-one, and that's a tough move. Silla with the rebound and a foul on Bodie.
Bodie trying to get the rebound in there with all the trees. Maybe someone else needs to get in there and give him a little help with that.
You've got Hakeem Silla at 6'8", and that's it's not just the size. The way he uses his height on the defensive rebounds, his quickness on the offensive glass, and we've already seen with the putbacks as well. That's where Alex Scotland-Williamson could really help this group at Hemel Storm if he can get some minutes.
Every week he seems a little bit fitter and ready to go every week. A few more minutes.
And what a wonderful shot. Lewis Champion a lane with Bodie right up close to him. He just elevated and knocked it down. Polian turns and just off. And the lead's ballooned to 12. Just over a minute remaining in the first. That's off and still loose. Polian gets the rebound. Polian, leader of points and efficiency. And Mike gets his own miss. Just can't get the wraparound to Hakeem. Excuse me, to Hafiz Abdul.
Hetro coming in there for Kai Williams. A rotation in the bench. I wonder if this is coach's ploy to not show too much right now.
Bernard Hetro on the floor. And gets it inside, but he turns it over. 5 rebounds against Solent last weekend. Williams. Polian. Little fade on the shot and it's good. Just elevates over Silla. Silla. Champion. To Johnson. Step through. That's a great move.
Just the fake, he just showed a little slight and everyone grabbed onto it. And he popped it up.
Williams, quick spin, nice kick out. All the time in the world, and just off from Hafiz. Greg with another rebound. And Williams, right at the end of the first quarter, gets the pass from Greg and knocks it down.
10 points up by Cavaliers. Storm haven't quite woken up yet, not at the races. But hey, they like to come back. I know that much.
They like to put their supporters and put us through it at times. But I'm sure Coach Spinks will just want them to get on even terms as quickly as possible. Leading scorers, 6 points for Levi Knoll for Hemel Storm, and Lewis Champion now up for 8 points. Johnson with 7, Silla with 6, Freckleton with 5, Polian and Adewola 4 points each for Hemel Storm. And look at the rebounds for Silla, 7. Greg Polian leading the way with assists for 2, Polian with 3 rebounds. So just to recap, if you're just joining us, Solent Kestrels have won the league after beating Leicester Warriors earlier today. Thames Valley Cavaliers will be second. Hemel Storm will finish third, whatever happens in this game, and they're waiting to see who they're going to play next weekend here. Same place, same time. Either going to be Nottingham Hoods or Oakland's Wolves.
So Graham, just talk us about the technical side of this replay.
And it's good ball movement, and as soon as Silla attacks, he's going to attack. And Greg Polian knows he's going to go left. But the best players will go where they want to go, even against a good defender like Greg. It's just good movement. Kai Williams coming to the ball, and then a quick pass to Silla, who attacks off the left hand. And that's what Hemel have done. They had some success early. They moved the ball. Mike Williams was able to get past the closeout, get a nice short-range jump shot. What we don't want to see is 1-on-2, 1-on-3 basketball. We'd look so much better. Hemel Storm, when they can just pass, make the extra pass, get a great shot instead of a good to average shot. Because the way Cavaliers have come out, they know they can't win the league, but they want to make a real point here.
Yeah, they don't seem to be trying too hard, but just do everything simple and doing it well. You know, we get to see some of the scouting reports, and they're pretty much playing to tune.
Another good job by Greg Polian. Jack Bennell into the game, attacks the basket, misses the layup, but Greg right there to clean up. Great defence by Hemel Storm. They've done this before. They've come out of quarter breaks or timeouts and stepped up the defence, exactly what they've got to do now.
Nice to see everyone joining in with our stream. Michael Williams, Senior, I guess there. Shout out for Greg, and David O'Hara, obviously a Cavs fan. Nice to see Sarah, regular to our stream and comments. And Nature Forever, whoever you are. We know we can still catch up. Let's go Storm.
Extra pass into the corner, just out for Bodie. Good offensive rebound by Hafiz. He can give the team this. They're stepping out on Jack. They're not letting him get his feet set. Abdul attacks the closeout. He's blocked at the rim. But Walid gets the offensive rebound. And here go to the line for 2 shots.
Great block there. I've got to stop being a fan. I've got to remember my job. Get the replays. Apologies there.
I'm not sure the Hemel Storm fans want to see the block. But the Thames Valley Cavaliers do.
But we got the putback. We got the 2 points. We're here about, giving a whole commentary. But I'm a Storm fan. But hey, we want to talk about good play, and that was a good play.
Yeah, that was high above the rim, that block, and Walid alert and ready to get the offensive rebound.
Storm still number 1 from the free throw line. Dropped down to 79% from 80%, but they know they can put it away. Downtown there from Jack Bennell. Might get another go.
Great effort on the save from Jack. But here comes the Cavaliers. They throw it ahead, and it's out of bounds.
Let's just talk through that effort there, Jack, with the 3-point attempt. Guys going for it.
This is what you've got to do in these games against the top teams. You've got to show hustle, and even though Jack wasn't quite able to save it, or the team weren't able to, they've got the right intentions there. Polian just throwing it up.
Gone a bit messy.
Yeah. Just got to stay calm. Just keep passing the ball. Keep sharing it. Freckleton steps into a shot. And that's off. Polian tips it to himself. Bodie pushes. Inside, outside dribble. And again, the help is waiting right there at the rim. What a block. And the ball goes back to Thames Valley Cavaliers. And Charles Aqua-Davis has come in. He's had the dunk in the transition. And a couple of players were waiting for Bodie there. They're not giving Hemel Storm anything easy at the moment. Freckleton, guarded by Bennell, goes baseline. Help comes. And a drop over the top by Tim Tolu Ogunkoya.
Great hang time in there. He managed to buy himself a half second in the air. Great basket.
Just the help broke down there. You've got to help and then help the helper. Bennell, he's off right. And here comes Champion. And good D from Jack. Little look away pass attempt, but Bennell was alert to the danger.
Mike coming back into the game for Wallid.
Yeah, it's a good couple of minutes from Wally though.
Yeah.
And that's all that can be asked of the captain. Champion, Freckleton, attacks left hand. Off the glass, Blaine Freckleton with a point to prove again, back against his old team.
Yeah, he got a bit of luck definitely there. There was a hand on the ball as it went up, but it still span into the basket.
A tough move by Freckleton. And shots just off. Freckleton passes ahead. And Ogunkoya just couldn't gather the pass. Bodie coming out and Levi Knoll in. Bodie with the 4 points. And finding it difficult at times as the defence are queuing up to get to the hoop.
Levi with his 2 threes, 6 points, so maybe that's what the coach has seen. He wants to see if Levi can find the basket.
Hafiz wide open. Well, they've got Hafiz and Jack and Levi on the floor. They've got good 3-point options. Just got to knock them down. And 3 points are long by Taylor Johnson.
Again, Storm leading the way in percentage with 3 points. So, you know, it's definitely a part of the game that they need to go to. Greg giving up the ball, but grabbing it back. Doesn't quite get to go, but gets his own offensive rebound again.
And Greg, what a move. Just such resilience and persistence from Greg Polian. First in efficiency, second in scoring, second in rebounding. And first in hustle there, he just couldn't save it for the team.
He ran out of court, I think. Kai Williams back in for Cavaliers as Bernard takes a seat.
Champion with the inbounds from the baseline. Williams just catch and shoot, he's long, and Levi would rebound up, kicks it ahead, but it's stolen by Johnson. Freckleton looking for options. This is a good one, but he's off right, Johnson. Williams pushes ahead, Jack Bennell saves it on the baseline. Levi. Hafiz attacking this time, and a great decision by Hafiz Abdul. Not settling for the 3, and attacks with the 2 along the baseline. That's good recycle by Storm, and as soon as he called it, they thought he was going to take another 3, and attacks the basket. He can make the 3, Abdul, but I think he's got to play to his strengths, and that is athleticism and get right to the hoop.
Yeah, I think, you know, the Cavs came out for the long shot. That's where he had him, and then just drove in, and everyone collapsed in on him, and he got some contact on the way up, going to the line to shoot one.
Substitutions for the Cavaliers. Johnson coming out and heading straight to the physio table. Abdul missing the extra free throw. 35-28, the Cavaliers lead. Williams to the shot's up and it's good. Backward Davis. They've got a lot of options, Thames Valley Cavaliers, whether it's starters or guys coming off the bench. Talking of guys coming off the bench, great pass from Jack Bennell to Mike Williams. They've got to do more of that. Get the assists up, change the emphasis of attack, and dribble less. Good help. Now they've got to recover. Great job by the Storm. Here comes Abdul. Can he attack the basket? Yes, he can, but he misses. Williams. Bennell brings it out. Inside, and no foul called. Just aggressive play by Abdul. Unfortunate for Storm.
Spins into the player and nothing given, but you know, his presence of mind to keep going.
absolutely finished the play. Freckleton thinking of going back cut, but Tayu's got him all the way across to Silla. What a pass by Freckleton.
No, just getting his hands on the back as he went up, and as he come down, nowhere to go. Foul given. Go to the line.
With the finish. He's averaging over 60% from 2-point range, just under 20 points a game, Silla. And he completes the 3-point play. That was a spectacular move. And now Storm have got to go again. 8-point deficit. Bernal off the dribble, lets it go, and he makes it for 3. Good job by Jack.
It's what we want to see from Jack. Just, you know, anywhere, downtown, that's where he plays. Want to see him shoot, get his confidence and keep going. We know he can score a lot of points.
And still need energy and input off the bench. Jack chasing Freckleton. Good D by Levi Noel, and Freckleton has scored the bucket. I think I was concentrating on Levi Noel.
The bucket went in, the 2 points were given. I think Freckleton stepped in something on the way in. The luck's with him. Oh, no, it's not luck. You know, you get your own luck. I'll take that the wrong way.
That was another tough move. He's already made one going left-handed, finishing right across the key, and that was equally as tough. And he knocks down the free throw. Storm have got to come again.
Table's seen something that the refs haven't.
Got something a little bit different at half-time today. We're going to spend a few minutes with John Bernal, the head of basketball operations here at Hemel Storm, just to get an insight into how the season's been this year and how he's enjoying his role. Williams enjoying that shot for Hemel Storm. Of course, Mike and Greg were two of the players that John was instrumental in recruiting and retaining them for this season. Freckleton, guarded by Jack.
Sorry. Mike's definitely stepped up in the last couple. There we go, working hard again on defence. Great defence by Williams there.
Yeah, they've got to set the tone. This is big. And he knocks it down! Hafiz Abdul mixing it up nicely. Goes for the 2. They step off him. He makes the 3.
Back to a 3-point game so quickly.
Hemel Storm doing it again, putting us through it. But they're right where they want to be. Jack chasing Freckleton. Don't let him get a look, Jack. There's the help, but they leave. Maybe the one player you don't want to leave, Taylor Johnson.
The back door was left open.
Levi. Williams. Guarded by Champion. Picks the dribble up. They've just got to keep it moving. Quick passing. Quick decisions. Bernal still not being allowed to get the shot off. Abdul attacks, hangs, and he just can't get it to go.
Foul given on the way through there. I think the ref was just waiting to see if the basket had dropped. But they'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Abdul, certainly a player, Simon, that can get up and get above the rim and really cause problems for the defence and even the help defence when they come over. Jack and Levi sit. Good job by Bernal. Gets the roll, Hafiz Abdul.
Hafiz started his season with Cavaliers this season and ended up being a Storm player. We're grateful that we've got him.
Of course, we haven't mentioned that. He certainly was former Thames Valley. Came across, played his first game against Essex Rebels in that Really exciting but close loss. Had a good game there, and now he's really stepping it up the last few games.
Can't take the credit for that stat. Heidi Cuts reminded me with a comment earlier, Happy's showing Cavs what they lost.
No, it's all written down here. I just haven't quite said it as Silla just goes inside and finishes. Such a multi-talented player, not just a key rebounder, can get the scores as well in close. Williams, fade away, tough shot.
Foul called.
And a foul on Josh Smith. From the junior player here at Thames Valley. So Mike Williams at the line. Seventh in the National Basketball League in scoring at 20.6 points a game. 2.8 assists, 40% from three-point range, 87% from the free throw line, and he has been stepping it up. And what I'm impressed is getting rebounds, playing some tough D there, and that's how he's got to play, I think. On top of all the scoring, he's got to really set the tone on the defensive end as well. Silla, hands off, not letting the three go. It's good defense by Storm. They've got to keep chasing and hustling. Shots up and short, bounces off the rim, and Silla in the thick of the action again.
Teo called and foul there while the rebounding was going on. Tough call. I mean, it's back to the player. He's just jumping for the ball. I'm sure it's not a consequence that coach is going to pull Teo out. Shaquille Lewis gets to step up.
And shots up and good for three. 44-50. Thames Valley Cavaliers lead. Williams, a bit flat on the three. Rebound, falls into the hands of Shaquille Lewis, but he almost gets it stolen with the cross-court pass. Back to Lewis for three. And it's just
Always
short.
short.
But Hafiz Abdul rips the rebound. But then Taylor Johnson gets it, and he makes the layup. Tough exchange there for Hemel Storm. They get the ball twice, and then Johnson gets it and makes the layup. Lewis. Abdul attacks. The help comes. Shots up and just short for Greg. Great rebound by Mike.
As Mike went up, Josh Smith pushing him in the back. But
Josh having a few issues coping with Mike, and great to see Mike Williams playing with such high energy there.
not too much stats on Josh. He's one of their youth players who's kind of identified. They've obviously got a great program going on. You know, they're rotating the players from the bench.
Well, last weekend they played all 12 players versus Reading in the big win on the Saturday, and then just the 8 players against Solent, with Taylor Johnson playing all 40 minutes in his impressive effort. It really is Silla and Freckleton, Johnson leading, but you can see the players coming off the bench, and when they're on, Cavaliers don't miss a beat. But still only a 6-point game. Good defense, but it's a foot violation.
Foot? Is that calf part of your foot now? Sorry. There's officials out there, there's 3 of them out there, so maybe they see more than me.
Foot, calf, leg. Time running down, last 5 seconds, and they get it, don't get it to go, but Smith right in the thick of the action again. And whistle called. And it's a
Smith
push.
coming down awkwardly there.
Hemel still got one more foul to give. Cavaliers are in team fouls, but there's only 1.6 seconds left. It'll just be a catch and shoot. And they put it inside and they can't get it to go. And time expires as Bodie fires towards the Cavaliers hoop. And at half time, in a high scoring affair, Thames Valley Cavaliers lead by 6, 52 to 46.
Cavaliers, they were quieter in that quarter. Storm just taking it by 4. So we've picked up 4 points on them, still 6 behind. Cavaliers definitely bringing game, rotating the bench. Storm still got some to show. You know, this game's right on a knife edge.
Yeah, and they've dragged themselves back from 10 behind, back to a more manageable amount of 6. But they've got to, out of this half-time break, they've got to start quickly. They can't let Cavaliers get out into a more comfortable lead again and then have to drag it back again.
So we look at the leaders in the game, and Mike Williams with 15 points for Storm. Freckleton just a couple behind him.
Yeah, with 13, and Corsilla and Johnson both with 11 each. Champion with 8. He had a really fast start for the Cavaliers. And on the Hemel side, Abdul with some good moments with 9, Polian with 8. They've kept Greg Polian quiet, similar to what Soluk did. As soon as he catches the ball, whenever they can, they're double, triple teaming him.
Yeah, which is, and then we've seen Mike Williams step up and take over from that. He's now getting, equal amount of points and rebounds and everything. And that's what you need in a team. You need the guys to find that space when everyone's crashing your stars.
Oh, that's absolutely correct. Okay, well, we'll be back with you in a couple of minutes. We'll just sort ourselves out and we'll speak with John Burnell for a few minutes just to see how things are going from his perspective for the season. But at half time, it's 52 Thames Valley Cavaliers and a Hemel Storm 46.
Calling the original thinkers.
The disruptors.
The hungry minds,
Just 25 minutes north of London, you'll find a real learning community.
where you can be whoever you want to be.
Our gold standard teaching delivers outcomes without limits.
For everyone.
There is a place like home where your well-being comes first.
Welcome to Hearts.
Where great minds don't think alike.
Sure. Okay, welcome back. I'm Graham Hiscock, standing with John Burnell, the head of basketball operations for Hemel Storm. And I just wanted to pick your brains and just have a quick chat and just see how things are going this year, John. And you've been, with Hemel Storm associated with the club when it was Hemel Royals and going way back. And now your role sort of more off the road, supporting the coaches and trying to get the best players you can on the floor. So this season of all seasons, how do you think that's been going?
It's been a tough one, to be fair. I mean, obviously, last couple of years I've been heading up the recruitment and looking at better English players that we can pull in. Obviously, last season with Greg and Mike, it was cut short, so it made sense to get them back for this year. They're great guys, and we've had a good year this year. Finishing third looking forward to the playoffs. Obviously challenging Thames Valley today, that are second in our league. So it's been pretty good, to be fair.
That's good. And having Mike and Greg come over and the logistics of that, and then being able to retain them, how pleased are you that they agreed to come back for a second season and how well they've been playing?
They've been great. They're great in the community. We have a great relationship with their agent Ryan, and it made a lot of sense to get them back. They're top guys, and obviously they're performing. They're in there for the vote in the MVPs and team of the league. So they've been great for us, and it's all good.
And you've mentioned about the work they do in the community. Russell Hoops is in partnership with Hemel Storm, running the weekly academies that's just restarting, and the camps. How important is that you're linked in with that sort of operation alongside
Russell Hoops, and the joint venture works really well with PJ and Jack heading that up. Obviously Jack's on the team as well, and when we get Greg and Mike into the schools, obviously the kids love them, and that snowballs. Obviously we can't have crowds this year, but towards the end of last year, the kids following Greg and Mike around, and it's a really good community feel, and it works really well. And we're in more and more schools, and hopefully it will get stronger and stronger.
No, that's great. I've been at a community session over at Redbourne when Greg's been running it, and and he's fantastic. He brings all that energy and enthusiasm and skill that he's got on the court, and puts it into the community sessions. And a lot of the kids are just first timers, or just getting into the game, or just getting kids off the street, which is it's great to have those projects as well as the ones when you're going into the schools as well.
Yeah, they Greg's bigger than life. I mean, you've obviously got a role in Russell Hoops, which is very entertaining as well. Different way of coaching sometimes.
Thank you.
It's all good, and it's to get the kids in liking it and enjoying it, and then their basketball skills will grow, and they come and watch us. The parents come. It's really good.
And just one other thing you mentioned, Jack, with Russell Hoops, he's obviously on the team, and you coached him at junior level alongside Nick Allen because you were coaching at Hemel Storm. When it first sort of came back to Hemel, for any dads that are out there maybe that are coaching kids or have got kids as part of a team, whether it's at this level or junior level, what advice can you give? What advice can you give to them?
Make sure they enjoy it for one, and obviously we've got two of them playing in Division 1 now, Nick and Jack, which is great, and then we complement them with other English guys from around the league. They just have to enjoy it to start with, and they have to work hard. They're not super athletes or anything. They just work hard. They're skilled young men, and they're great advocates for Storm basketball. It's great to see.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, John, thanks for taking some time out today and just giving us a bit of insight of what goes on behind the scenes. And just to finish, have you got a message to the Storm fans that are obviously hopefully enjoying the streams and watching the team whenever we're here? And wherever they are around the country, any message to the fans?
Our Storm fans are the best in the country, and we say that, but they absolutely are, and we can't wait for next season for them to come back and watch us in front. Our big roaring crowd is fantastic, and the stream's been brilliant. You guys do a great job, and it's brought another level to our club, and the guys can watch the stream. It's really good. And just to finish off, I just wanted to ask you a little question of how your golf game went yesterday with your on the second hole, was it, I heard?
Yeah, well I've got to remember not only when I hit the golf ball, when I'm actually walking, I've got to look down.
Yeah, keep your head still.
I did
your ankles straight.
I did have a slight twitch and a tweak. John Burnell, thank you very much, mate. Go back a long way, but you're doing a great job here as well as Hemel Storm. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Calling the original thinkers.
The disruptors.
The hungry minds,
Just 25 minutes north of London, you'll find a real learning community.
where you can be whoever you want to be.
Our gold standard teaching delivers outcomes without limits.
For everyone.
There is a place like home where your well-being comes first.
Welcome to Hearts.
Where great minds don't think alike.
Okay, welcome back to the Heart Sports Village. Hemel Storm versus Thames Valley Cavaliers, 52-46. The Cavaliers win. They are going to finish in second place in the league this season. Congratulations to Solent Stars. Solent Stars, I'm really showing Solent Kestrels. And Hemel Storm are going to finish third. And then we're just waiting to see who Hemel are going to play next weekend, whether it's Nottingham Hoods or a local derby versus Oakland's Wolves. Nottingham Hoods still have a couple of games to go. Oakland's Wolves have finished their regular season.
Just might be worth mentioning what the playoffs mean to the players. Is it all about winning the league, or does the playoffs actually give you a little bit more to take home?
Well, the playoffs give you that excitement. I mean, Solent Kestrels will now be wanting the double. They've won the regular season. They've showed they're the most consistent team week in, week out. Just the one loss all season, and they really showed, especially last weekend, having a big victory against Thames Valley Cavaliers. But the playoffs, and especially the way it's been done this season, the top two teams, Cavaliers and Solent, won't play next weekend. It'll be third place Hemel down to bottom place, whoever that is, will play off. So third versus 14th, fourth versus 13th, etc. But a team can come good right at the end of the season, and that's where you can get your upsets. But to win the playoffs will be, certainly for Solent, winning the double, or any of the other teams, will be just as big as winning the regular season.
And I think it's a good reward for all 14 teams to still be involved. Normally that would be 1 to 8 playing against each other, but they've kept it alive for everyone involved. So good reward for everyone that's put together a tough season.
Absolutely, no relegation this season, so everybody's involved for the first week of the playoffs. Inside, outside, Williams knocks down the three. Good start for Hemel Storm.
Greg attracted about 4 Cavaliers there, and there was plenty of people for him to choose, and he chose the right one.
Greg's such an important player, draws the defence to him, and Jackson is such an important player. So Taylor Johnson, such an important player for the Cavaliers. Bodie Adiola looks inside. They've got to move it quickly before the double comes, and good job by Kai Williams, forcing Greg almost to turn it over. Bodie attacks, and ball's knocked loose by Silla.
Storm now got 8 seconds to get the ball inbounds and a shot off. It puts a little bit more pressure on them when you don't have that whole 20 seconds or so that you normally get.
They're going to have to set a good screen here, and they want to get a wide open shot. Greg attacks and just takes off, but can't get it to go. Palms the ball just short on that attempt. Johnson knocked loose by Levi. Johnson gets it back. Attacks. And good D again by the Hemel Storm, and the noise from the Hemel Storm bench raises up just when they need it. Williams attacks for closeout. And feisty play there from Taylor.
He's looking innocent there. He doesn't think he's just taken the ball and arm out of Greg's arms there. Very experienced player, played in the Ivy League for, help me out here, Graham. I was on there a minute. With Dartmouth in the Ivy League. So these are teams you heard of, you know, these are guys, Yale and Harvard, they're in that top education league. So he's going to have some real experience to bring to the Cavaliers team.
Agreed, and he is one of the top players in this NBL. Also, Mike Williams is as well. 7th in scoring in the NBL this season.
It's a 1-point game. Here we go.
Taylor Johnson 3rd in the NBL. Silla not far behind there in 9th. And Greg Polian 2nd. That's why we're going to get a high-scoring game, and it's close, but not as close as it was. 54-51 as Freckleton knocks down the mid-range jump shot and smiles and shakes his head.
Cheeky wry smile to the Storm bench there.
Bodie just got to not force it, Bodie. They're just waiting for him. Teo Fusey knocks it down for 3.
It's a tied game, 54 apiece.
Just what we all want and what we thought would happen. Freckleton way out, short. Levi, rebound at the second attempt. Bodie Aniola. Greg Polian steps through and he scores. And for the first time today, Hemel Storm take the lead.
Cavaliers not quite getting back, set themselves on defence, and Storm really pushing there for the layup and the first lead of the game.
That's a good job by Storm, making Freckleton take a deep 3. Inside to Williams and foul inside. Nice misdirection. Williams has to take a tough shot and he makes it. Excuse me. Bodie pulls up and knocks down the shot. Both teams playing at a high level offensively here.
Storm have come out second half and try to create one. Foul called against Noel.
And ends up on the floor.
Play looked a bit out of control as he was going through there, but I guess that was the contact that caused it. You almost forget that with 400 fans, the shout of defence going on now would, as Nature Forever points out, keep these guys on their game.
Williams, the 3 is long, but Freckleton gets the long rebound off the bounce. Champion Elaine misses that one. He had a good start to the game, knocking down 3s, but Hemel Storm able to get that rebound. Bodie hesitates, great pass, step back is off for Greg. He likes that rhythm shot, but wasn't able to make it go. That time Freckleton attacks baseline, all the way out and out of bounds. And again, the bench are really into this, and that's really important, I think, Simon.
That's going to affect the 5 out there. You know, they haven't got the fans, but the Storm bench, as we all know, can have an impact on the game, not only on the court but off it.
Levi Noel. Starting 5 for Storm back in the game. Hesitation for Bodie. Need to move the ball, change the angle. Mike Williams from deep is good!
It thought about it, it thought about it, and it thought about it thrice, and then dropped for the 3.
The more you practice, the luckier you get. And that's a great bit of luck for Mike Williams. Freckleton changes to his left hand. He's got a nice assortment of moves. Good transition D by the Cavaliers. And Storm bring it out. Leading by 3. Behind the back. Teu all the way around the outside. Screen. Little hesitation. Just got to keep the ball flowing and moving. And that's a steal. Freckleton goes against Teu. Gives it to Silla. Gathers it and finishes. Unfortunate pass there. Freckleton saw that all the way and got the steal.
We saw Teo was there to defend him, so decided on the kickback.
Williams to Champion, throws it up for Silla, and good D by Bodie, but it stays with the Cavaliers.
No call in there. Still a 1-point game. 61 to Storm.
Freckleton. So Williams. Champion the lane. Little step across screen. Good job by Greg Polian. Here comes Hemel Storm. 3-on-2 momentarily. All the way across. Bodie goes left, attacks. Wide open 3 on its way. just off. Greg Polian rebounds. Offensive foul by Greg Polian. Just moved his left arm as he got the ball, and I'm not sure about that. And I'm not sure. Thank you, John.
John's still got something to say after his interview earlier. Always there to pressure the refs.
He's almost on the court. That was I think that was tough.
Yeah,
Greg was doing all the right things there, and
Cavaliers bench were up. They thought it was a travel before the foul was given. But it evened itself out in the end, I guess.
Freckleton again attacks, drop-off pass, Silla surrounded but just steps through and drops it over the front of the rim. He is outstanding. Hemel have got to match it. Thames Valley Cavaliers back in front. What a great third quarter. Levi Knoll to Bodie. High screen. Greg Polian attacks, and another offensive foul. Really good defense from Hakeem Silla, and Greg just pushing a touch too hard, and offensive foul call.
In come Abdul. Greg's going to take a seat. I think he's picked up his third foul. Got a long way in this game yet to go. Abdul should be able to step in and do a job.
As he did do against the Rockets when Greg wasn't available, and just did a fantastic job for Storm. Silla, who's doing a great job for the Cavaliers, spins, drops it over the top. 6'8", quick and good touch. That's tough to handle. Bodie, 3-point lead for the Cavaliers. Levi, stepping back, goes left. Shot clock running down, 5 seconds. There's a lot of dribble. Williams, and just couldn't get open, and
Felt a bit forced in the end. He was just trying to get the shot away. Good defense by
they've got to
Cavs.
stay with it. They've done so well to get back into this game and take the lead, and Cavaliers have just stepped it up again. Silla, and blocked by Williams. Get out of here. Not in this house. Levi Knoll. Williams to tie. Just off. But now Bodie to tie. Got it! Oh!
We've got a game going. We've got a
What a
game.
ball game. We knew this was going to happen, and it's taking place right before our eyes and before the eyes of the Storm fans and Thames Valley Cavalier fans. Live on Storm TV. Inside, falls to Silla. Got to play defense without fouling, which is tough against this Cavaliers team. Freckleton misses.
A rebound by Abdul. Keeps Storm going.
And
64,
the
tie
resilience
game.
of Storm is really being tested again.
Teo with a pull up, invites Silla back in and draws the foul. Good play.
And Jack coming in, which gives them another spot-up shooter and creator. But really what's been key to me with Hemel, Storm, maybe except the Solent game, which is always tough, the resilience they've shown, not just here, but on the road last weekend with 2 big wins, especially with a very large deficit at half-time, as Tayu tries to take the lead and just short for 3. And they're going to need resilience because they're going to deal with a lot of issues between now and the end of this game. Shots up, it's short. Tayu gets the long rebound. Bodie. Then out, inside, but it's taken by Taylor Johnson again. And the layup is good for Thames Valley. Aqua Davis.
Yeah, you feel this game's got more on it than just today's result. It's about going into the playoffs in the correct mindset. Make sure you take that with you. And for Storm, it's about knowing they can beat the top 2. You know, they've got to know that they can beat them, so they can go with that mindset when they come up, if they come up against them in the playoffs, to draw that back to this game.
Well, I would think they're going to meet, if they both win their second round games, then they will meet in the in the final four in the semi-final, 2v3 and 1v4, all the winners out of those games. But they've shown that they, after a slow start again, they were able to come back. It's not phasing them going down, and they're just coming in. Inspirational plays, or guys coming off the bench like Jack Burnell, Walid's back in. They've just got to keep giving them energy. Nick Allen waiting in the sidelines if needed. Scotland Williamson hasn't played yet. And Ewan James as well.
Me and James. Oh no, Ewan James, sorry.
Ewan. They're all ready to go.
Good spin
Move. Left hand finish. Aqua Davis. Wow. Played in 4th division in Spain, and he's really doing his thing here today. Williams. Great D. We've run out of room. Good D by Aqua Davis, and the energy and the activity from Aqua Davis really outstanding there.
Yeah, both teams really going for it. You know, it's representing the score. All right, Cavs have got a 4-point lead again, but Storm have got the possession and can narrow that gap.
But now, inbounds to Bodie. They need a good look here. Bodie pulls up, that's short, and Retro gets the rebound, but they steal it back. Good job by Bodie and Storm. 30 seconds remaining in the third.
This will be a great one to go in with the score.
Burnell for three, just long. Good offensive rebound. No good. There's time. They can bring it out. They don't need to force it. They take a two, and they make a two. Good patience by Bodie Adiola. Now they need to stop. Freckleton, half court over everything, and a breathless third quarter. Storm won by 2, leaves it as a 2-point advantage for Thames Valley Cavaliers.
Storm are taking their time, quarter by quarter. They've brought it back to 6. Now they're bringing it back to 4. You know,
Yeah,
they just need to split that difference, and we're going to have a really good end to this game.
Mike Williams, 23 points, above his average. Siller at 17, Freckleton at 17, Johnson at 11, Champion 8, Aqua Davis with a acrobatic and energetic 8 points and defence. Adiola 9, Abdul 9, Levi Knowles 6. Those 2 threes early on in the game.
Greg matching Silla now for rebounds, 9 each.
Yeah, well, they are the top 2 in the league, and 4 of the top 10 scorers in this game. The top 3 in efficiency in this game, as we mentioned at the top of the commentary, and it really has been such an entertaining game. And Cavaliers won by 10, first time round back in December on their floor. It's too close to call at the moment. 2-point lead for the Cavaliers. Last regular season game for both teams. Playoffs next week for Hemel Storm. Thames Valley Cavaliers will rest and wait to see who they're going to get the following weekend. Next 2 weeks are going to be here, hopefully, providing there's no slip up from Hemel Storm next week.
Yeah, you've still got to win those games, and you know, nothing's written in stone. So you know, Storm have got to go into it, you know, professional like they have every game, every season, not write off anyone that they're going to play against. You know, their first game is against whoever's last, whether that ends up being Nottingham as they are there now, or Oakland. But then, you know, the games are going to get tougher as they go, so they've just got to keep really on. But this is a good start.
Yeah, absolutely. And no underestimating for next week, and I'm sure that's what Coach Drew speaks. So Mike Darley, who again was good enough to share his thoughts with us pre-game, Simon, and providing information about the Cavaliers and what they're looking for. And well, you can see today what sort of team the Cavaliers are, but you're also seeing the character and the high skill and energy of Hemel Storm, and that's what we love. That's what Hertfordshire basketball loves. Walid and Jack in the game. Jack pulls up and he knocks it down. Nice move for Burnell, showing he can go inside as well as from behind the arc.
Ties it up, 68 apiece. It's all about the fourth quarter.
got it. Freckleton, guarded by Bernal, goes left, over the top to Silla, and they balls loose. Haviz, good job by him. He's in motion, in transition. Williams passes, Bodie left alone, just misses.
Blaine Freckleton backing into Abdul there, and the foul called much like it was earlier on. You know, the officials are playing it both ways. Good to see.
Yes, a lot of physicality. And that's a good effort again with Greg sitting with the 3 fouls. Other players stepping up and doing this as a team. Bernal. Abdul to Bodie. Bernal not being allowed an inch to let the shot go. Bodie driving into a crowd, but Jack gets the steal and then passes ahead to Bodie, trying to push Bodie inside to Walid, comes off his shoulder, pushes ahead to Johnson, and foul by Jack. It's ended up as a good foul, Taylor. Johnson goes to the line.
Tough call there. Jack feels that he had the ball as it was going up, but the officials see it from a different angle, and they're much closer, able to judge whether it's a foul or not.
Yeah, it's good swarming defence that calls that turnover and making that pass to Walid as tough as possible. As Taylor Johnson's at the line, misses the first. Some of the information that Michael shared pre-game was also about the university, and just wanting to give another massive thank you as Johnson knocks down the free throw to Herts University. Michael coaches here, and if there's anybody listening or knows of anybody that is interested in playing basketball and learning at a top university here, you know, please to get in touch with Michael or get in touch with Hemel Storm, because there's great opportunities for studying and playing as well.
Yeah, great facility. Bryn and their guys really helped us out this season, set us up, and on the show court, it's a real good place to come and watch. Abdul there with the putback. Great slam.
What a great pass. Mike Williams just forces the pass through to Haviz, and Haviz just elevates and throws it down.
I've seen the university team in their training. It's very intense. Darlow, assistant coach for the Storm, heads that team up. They get involved with Storm 2 as well. They do practice sessions together, and it's a real high level and a great university to come study at.
Of course, Haviz Abdul was at the Herts Uni, played on that team, as well as Thames Valley Cavaliers. Silla, 1 point lead for Hemel Storm. Johnson, shots up from the corner, and nothing but net for Charles Ekwar Davis. He has been a live spark today for Thames Valley. Hafiz attacks and fouled. Good action from Abdul. And that's a beautiful pass by Taylor Johnson, and all alone in the corner, Ekwar Davis. When you've got players that can score like Johnson and are happy to pass, that's when you've got a really good chance, because he will draw the defence and you pick your poison. Hafiz Abdul knocks it down. 6.3 points a game, 3.6 rebounds a game, really been pushing that up. 59% from the free throw line, and percentages are there to be beaten, and 2 out of 2 right there.
2 out of 2, we missed the 2 before, 53%, that's about right then, somewhere in that maths. 2 out of 4.
I was never good at maths. Turnaround is just off. Tied at 72. Is 4 quarters going to be enough? Bodie for 3. Misses everything, but look who's getting that rebound. Mike Williams doing a bit of everything today.
Is that called a pass?
Yeah, that was a good miss in the end from Bodie. Keeping his assists up, he's number 1 in assists. Johnson hesitates, goes all the way through, blocked by Polian, ball's loose, he keeps it, still Fade away is unbelievably. Taylor Johnson knocks that down.
They're not giving it up, are they? They're not giving up anything. Great play there by Taylor Johnson. Really worked hard. Gets the shot away. Doesn't look like he can make it. 2 points.
Williams just off. A little bit flat there. Line drive from Williams. Johnson tied at 74. Hope you're enjoying the action here on Hemel Storm TV. Johnson, penetrate, kicks, Champion, extra pass. Aqua Davis. And baseline shot is good. Bernard Heretro.
Just hard work here by Taylor
Yeah.
Johnson.
Absolutely, and great defence as well by Storm, blocked by Polium, but that is tough to get that shot off with the fade at that angle, and it's time out here. And just so little to choose between them.
6:51 to go. Cavs up by 2. It was 4 at the turn of the quarter, so you know, it's going all the way. It just seems every space that there's a rest, Storm have picked up another 2 points. Let's call 2 timeout. That puts us 2 points ahead in my maths. Oh, maths isn't your strong point, is it? Or finding golf balls.
Ah, yes, now. Of course, myself and Simon don't just stand here or sit here and commentate. We have been out for a little bit of exercise and played golf over at White Hills. And I was very impressed the way you played. I'm not too impressed about your handicap. We might have to look at that, but you played fantastic.
Took the win, didn't I? Did I take the win? Took the W.
37 points to my 35.
With another very famous commentator.
Yeah. Could have been more, of course, if I'd found your ball on 17.
Yeah, let's get back to the game. Storm trailing by 2, 6:51. All you fans out there, let's hear it. Make some noise on YouTube. Is that possible?
Wherever you are watching the game, please do enjoy it. And enjoy responsibly. Mike Williams. Attacked by Hafiz, and great job on the D by Kai Williams, standing strong, no charge called. Freckleton, big couple of minutes I think here. Champion Elaine, penetrate, kick, Freckleton, extra pass. And Champion, step back, and there's a foul. And Greg just coming out on the shot, just couldn't stop from committing a foul.
He's going to pick up his 4th foul, so now coach got to make a decision. Do I leave him in there? He's decided no. Oh, yeah, he's leaving Greg in. Abdul's coming out. Teo back in.
I think with 6 minutes to go in a game that they can definitely win, I think leave Greg in. He's just going to have to play smart now. They haven't played this game, but they could switch to a zone to try and protect him maybe for a couple of minutes.
After the game's finished, whatever the result, we're going to try and grab an interview with someone who's been involved with the game. Graham's going to step down to the court. It'll take him a couple of minutes to get down there, and then hopefully we can bring you a live interview with one of the guys from the game.
Thanks again to John Bonnell giving a few minutes of his time just to give us an insight into what's going on here in the community and off the court with Hemel Storm. Freckleton can't back off him. Williams. Eritrea back outside. Good defence, good scrambling by Hemel Storm. Freckleton.
Good defence,
And now,
Storm.
great defence. No. Greg, just long. 5-point lead. Biggest lead for Thames Valley or for either team for quite a while in this game. Champion steps back for 3. Got it! Both teams now have had shooters roll with Mike Williams shot earlier, and now Champion gets it to goal off both rims, and that's off Williams with the offensive rebound.
Silla coming back in for Cavaliers. Coach needs his starters out there.
8-point lead now for the Cavaliers. The head throw comes out. Bennell to Polian to Levi now. Polian with the throwdown! What an alley-oop! What a play! And gets everybody off their feet. Look at this. Just give, go, all the defense come high, and he throws it down. Great job, Greg and Levi. Emotions getting high here. Last regular season game for both teams. Playoffs starting next week for Hemel Storm as Lane Freckleton knocks down another score from the free throw line. Over the last two years, they've played 5 times. And Cavaliers have won 4 and Hemel have won once. How great it would be going into the playoffs for Hemel Storm to get the win. And another throwdown! Greg Polian! High-low action with his running mate Mike Williams for the big-time throwdown. What a game. Fantastic action. The best of the NBL Division 1. Champion, left-handed, long, rebound, just when he needed it, and the jump shot is no good. Great job by Polian. So watch this. Just nice job by Mike Williams. He's such a dangerous player. Offensively trying to score, but when he's looking to assist as well, he's a real handful. Good finish both times by Polian.
Saw his compatriot open for the great slam. Great to see. 6 points in it, 3:50 to go. What are you calling, Graham?
Let's see if this goes in.
It goes!
I'll call Hemel Storm.
You're calling Hemel Storm. Great timing. I'll set you up again.
Thank you very much. Of course, players from both sides in the voting for Team of the Season and Players of the Season. Johnson, it's going to be a travel, I think. And that's probably the first time today he's forced anything.
Yeah, a good defence again by Storm, really going after this. I felt Cavaliers had just got in the ascendancy, but Storm in the last 20-30 seconds really stepped it up. 2 great dunks by Greg, pulling them back into this game.
Yeah, and of course the 3 by Mike as well. They're just showing their resilience in abundance. Tayu, Mike Williams moving without the ball, and it pays dividends yet again on the weak side. 1 point lead Cavaliers, 3 minutes remaining. Pulsating action from the Hertfordshire Sports Village, Hearts Uni. Johnson, travel again. He's looking for his shot as soon as he catches it. A couple of times now, unlike him, Tayu with the pass, looks at the hoop, and Mike just ducks in behind. Great team play. So good to see for Hemel Storm.
Turnover when they needed it. 2:49 to go. Bode picks up the ball.
Shouts of defence from the Cavaliers. But screen, and Levi Knoll shooting from behind Tayo's screen. And quick action by Cavaliers on the transition. Johnson. And 3 seconds by Johnson. 3 turnovers in a row from Taylor Johnson.
You don't see a 3 second called often, and that's the one and only this year, possibly.
Yeah, don't know. Don't know about that one. That seemed pretty quick, but Hemel Storm, and we will take it. Williams to take the lead. Just off, but Greg Polian rips it, and he gets in and out. Williams, he can't get it to go. What action, this is unreal. Kai Williams for 3. Johnson chases it and throws it to Polian. It's 2 on 2. Polian out of control. Williams.
Well, they're letting this one go.
Greg, well, I'm sure if he had that again when he sees the film, I think he would have brought it out. He just wasn't quite in control, but incredible effort by both sides. It feels like a playoff game.
It feels like a playoff game, absolutely, yeah. 1 point in it, 1:49 to go. Storm just behind by the single point. Let's go, Storm.
Taylor Johnson to Kai Williams. Champion, Elaine. Freckleton is long and off. And Storm, with 90 seconds of regulation remaining, can take the lead again. Inside, Napoleon outside, extra pass, wide open 3 is just short. They won't get a better look than that.
It was a good look, it was the right shot, just pulled up short. Let's get another turnover, come on, Storm.
Right here, it's edge of the seat stuff. Hemel Storm.
The Storm fans are screaming
everything.
at their TVs at home. I wonder if the neighbours know what's going on.
Freckleton miles out, and they lose.
Time violation, it didn't hit the
It's
basket.
24 seconds. And again, that's the second time that Freckleton's had to let it go from really deep. Good defence, no other options. They just got to leave it all out on the floor. Only game this weekend for these two teams. It's all down to this. 50 seconds remaining. Or are we going to need more? Tayu to Mike. Looking for only their second win in the last 2 years against the Cavaliers, Hemel Storm. And they do it on their home floor. Bodie pulls up, just off. 30 seconds remaining.
Scabs could close it
Look
out
as though
about
they're
now.
gonna-
Yeah, called the foul. O'Day knew that if they got down court, take the time down to where it is to get the foul in early.
Yeah, Hemel Storm with
Storm only got to their fourth foul, so it'd be an inbound by Cavs.
next foul is, we'll put the Cavaliers at the line. Cavaliers 3 fouls, so they have 1 to give. Now, they've got to be smart here. Hemel Storm. Play tough. Make it give the Cavaliers the most difficult shot. And they throw it into Silla. What a pass by Taylor Johnson. And their 1-2 punch. Do it again. Silla finishes off the Taylor Johnson pass. And he just goes in behind. You can't take your eye off Silla. He can finish in and around the basket as good as anybody in the league. Timeout, Hemel Storm.
3 points, 11.9 seconds. Storm needing inbounds and a good 3-point shot to take it to overtime.
Yes, well, the Cavaliers have the foul to give, so they're going to foul early, but they want to make sure that they don't foul and too harshly or too hard. They've got to make a basketball play. If they foul too hard, Storm could end up at the line for 2 shots. But I think they will foul. They will use that foul to give. And Hemel Storm have just got to step up. Got to get the right guys on the floor. They're 3 down, so they need a 3. Will they bring Jack in to spread the floor, to keep the defense honest? Maybe this is his moment to step up. Or will they stay with what they've got? They've still got enough firepower without getting Jack on the floor, but I just think he gives them natural spacing and can make that long-range shot.
Coach Speaks going through the play that he wants to run. Feels like a big game. You know, it's a dead rubber. There's nothing other than, you know, your record for the season. Bit of momentum. Jack, definitely, there you go, called it, Graham. Jack steps on the court. There's a lot of 3 points out there right now.
Yeah, Mike said in his pre-game comments to us that it doesn't mean anything in relation to positions, but it's very much about momentum. And if Hemel can come out of here with a win, it'd be huge for the playoffs. Let's see if the Cavaliers do have this foul. Polian lets it go, in and out. And decided to go early and took the first open shot that was given to them.
Yeah, he may have been on the line as well. I feel it might have been only called 2 as well.
I think he may have been. It was very close.
Yeah. So Cavs up by 3. They're going
2
down.
shots.
I think Burnett, Silla for the first. Champions had a bit of a seat.
He makes both, and it's a 2-possession game now, and that's really unfortunate. I mean, Greg could have knocked that down.
Yep.
Then they may be going to get the steal, but they were 3 down. Just didn't feel that, and I'm sure maybe Greg will look back over it, that the play didn't quite develop to the point where they could get a wide open 3, and that's what they needed to get back tied. But there's still time. They're going to be able to advance the ball. They definitely need a quick 3 now, and then a quick steal off the inbounds.
5 points, it just seems impossible, doesn't it? 7.6 seconds. You say they've got loads of time. It's because you've been at many a basketball game like myself, and we've seen it happen. We've seen it in so many games, and it can be a real good win just by getting that buzzer shot. Let's see what Storm can pull out of the banks now.
Well, they can advance it off the Cavaliers make, and just got to set a good screen, get somebody open. It's gonna be some heroics, but they've been right here. Storm have been right here. They've led the game. They've kept coming back time and time again, as well as Cavaliers. They've shown some resilience and some calmness when Hemel Storm hit the front. But I just think putting Jack in and then not getting the ball to him or using him as a decoy or an option, a little bit frustrating, but still time. And while there's time, there's hope. Levi Knoll with the pass in. All the way across. Polian. Catch by Williams. And he knocks it down. There's still plenty of time and they get the foul. What an out-of-bounds play. Great pass by Levi Knoll. Polian with the extra pass. And Mike Williams, that is tough. I've seen a few out-of-bounds plays like that in the NBL and around Europe, and they throw it all the way across. And then Williams gets open.
We've got to hope Johnson misses at least one of these. We get the ball back.
81% free throw shooter.
Nothing but net. This guy would have been in stadiums with tens of thousands of people screaming at him, and he's got that mindset of just letting the ball do what it's meant to do.
And he misses one. Still time. 3-point game. They need to get a good look. Levi Knoll. Ties the game at the buzzer. What a finish to this game. Quite extraordinary. And what calmness and precision by Levi Knoll. And we're going to overtime, Si.
You called it. You said Storm. 7.6 seconds ago, 5. I asked how could they do it, and that's how you do it. You know, he stepped to the line. Here's the last shot. Levi, you think Levi's going to take the shot, but he's not. He's not. He pulls up. What a great shot to make. We're going to overtime.
We're going to OT, and Levi made those 2 threes early on. And he made the inbounds pass to Greg for Mike's three, and then to finish it there in transition. What a finish, but exactly what this game deserves.
Yeah, so we're going to push ourselves. Storm are back playing next week, so they're going to push themselves to that. Cavs get a week off. They feel like they deserve it by the end of this game. It's a great game of basketball. It's great to see the competitiveness, even though, you know, the league's done and dusted. These guys, and Storm can now take this into next week. A real momentum, you know, playing up against top two. You know, our Cavs at the absolute 100% game. You know, who knows? But they seem to want to win.
Oh, definitely. You could tell from when they started, from when they walked in the gym, and the way they started the game, got the lead up to 9-10. Storm got it back, then they pushed it out, and then the second half, it has been back and forth. And for Levi and Mike, that's a real nice symmetry for this team. And talked about the players they brought in. Mike, Division 1 player at Rutgers, making that first three. And then Levi Noel played junior basketball at Hertfordshire. I coached Levi when he was under 14, along with Steve Darlow and Levi's dad over at Ware when it was Herts and Essex Leopards. And then he's played all the junior age groups, gone round Europe. And then he comes to crunch time here, and in transition, and players around him from the Cavaliers, he knocks that three down, and that is so good to see right at the buzzer. It doesn't get any good, doesn't get any better than that. But now, Storm are going to want to go on and win this.
Yeah, and you know, you look at Storm, big quarter one win by Cavaliers, 10 points, and Storm had just kept going and just squeaked each quarter after that and won the second, the third and the fourth to tie the game. Let's go to overtime, 5 minutes more basketball.
And what they've got to be now, and I'm sure Drew has mentioned it and Mike, because we're all very excited, is they've got to calm down and be ready to go now and be really cool and calculated the way they start this overtime. Don't let Cavaliers get going again. Champion Elaine to Freckleton. Back to Champion. Time running down. Champion shoots it short. Greg Polian, but what good hands by Taylor Johnson. Every possession is gold here at the Hart Sports Village. Freckleton, long rebound is not loose, and they're saying, referee Hodgie.
They're going to talk. I think they're going to talk. You know,
I think so. 3 referees should get it right.
Referee, that's great officiating. He's turned around his call. He got, you know, the heads up. There's 3 of them out there. He sees it real close. It's real hard to see what's going on close sometimes. Good, and it's the right result in the end. We're still tied.
Good call and good communication between the referees. Bodie to Greg to Levi Noel, the hero, the latest hero. Greg back outside. Bodie attacks the closeout of Freckleton, and good rebound, but they get it back. Loose ball.
Jump ball called.
Greg and Mike on the floor, and
Storm getting the ball back. It's a jump ball.
they've got to make the most of this. Not good fortune. They have worked hard for that. Both the Americans, the best players on the Hemel Storm team, the 2 imports, both of them getting their knees dirty. They're great signs for Coach Drew and Michael.
Greg's still on 4 fouls, but he's managed to keep his hands to himself since and pulled up some great plays.
He's played smart, and they need him in the game. Levi Noel to Williams. Shots up and just short from Greg. Silla to Freckleton to Johnson. Still tied at 89. Silla steps out. He's going to hand off. Passes it back out to Freckleton. Inside, Silla attacks left-handed. Finishes right. What a rebound by Greg Polian.
Yeah, Greg just pipping with 13 rebounds to Silla 12, so he's been working hard on defence.
Tahir attacks the closeout. Great recovery by Silla. Mike Williams, and Mike trying hard to break loose. He commits a trouble.
Neither school taking this extra time anywhere, overtime. Both haven't scored since we've started.
Second and highest, second, third highest scoring teams in the league behind Solent. Scoreless for 2 minutes at the moment, or thereabouts. Champion to Johnson, attacks, steps through and finishes. This time he gathers himself, doesn't panic and gets the lead for the Cavaliers. Levi to Teo. Williams, Polian. Bodie hesitates, they've got to keep the ball moving. Turn around, that's tough. Good defence by Thames Valley Cavaliers. Freckleton attacks. All the way back out, Johnson fakes, steps to the side, and he's off and ball's loose. And that's a lot of contact.
Great presence of mind by Noel.
Teo and Greg just couldn't get the pass to go. Really small details now, Simon,
Yeah.
that are going to decide this game.
Foul called.
2 shots coming to Johnson.
Mike Williams there with some big points, 33, way out front. See, a quiet stadium is harder for him to score.
And the pressure, just a little bit of pressure. They want to, both teams are desperate to win this and retain the momentum. And Johnson knocks it down.
Cavaliers up by 3, 2 minutes to go in this first overtime.
We've been here before. Bodie, Greg Polian. Extra pass, Teo for 3, it's just short. Levi gets the long rebound.
No intent there, just Johnson catching Levi's leg as he went through. Foul called. That brings up Cavaliers' 4th foul. So again, both teams go to the line.
Yeah, which is going to be crucial. Levi gets it into Bodie. Good effort on the defensive end by Champion Elaine. They've got to keep the ball moving. Don't let it stick. Levi open in the corner is off. And another rebound for Silla.
It's a duel. Silla v Bolian for rebounds.
The duel under the balls. Look at Johnson. I think that's
Travel
another
ball.
travel. That's his 3rd travel of this game.
It's the NBA step.
And Storm get the ball back.
1:19 to go. Cats by 3 still.
5 turnovers for Taylor Johnson. Levi, left hand, blocked by Silla. Huge play.
Big time play there from Cavaliers star.
Johnson double team. Sealer, Champion, Freckleton. They slow it down. They've got the 3-point advantage again. Champion long. Levi can't get the rebound. Silla, and offensive rebound leads to a foul. And Hakeem Silla will go to the line for 2 shots.
In and out of Noel's hands there. It was unfortunate. This will pull it back to 5 points. Can it be done, Graham? 5 points behind.
Well, we've seen it once. With only a few seconds left. I mean, everything went right for Hemel Storm those last few seconds. And to get to where they are, it's just getting themselves up again mentally, physically, to try and finish the job here. That's short. And this time, don't get the shooter's roll. 21 points for Silla, 15 rebounds, double-double. Greg, 13 rebounds.
4-point game.
14 points, so 2 double-doubles. They are double-double machines, Silla and Polian. Levi Knoll, 4-point game. 1 possession. If it's a 3-pointer on a foul, and that's off by Greg Polian.
Champion taking the long walk to the line. Cavs back in control. Storm know they can turn it around. They've done it once.
Champion knocks down the free throw. He's up to 15 points. And he's perfect from the free throw line today. It's going to take another minor miracle, Simon, for Storm to get this to a second overtime or to win.
Yeah, 6 points is it's a whole lot different. Still
Just
30
gotta
seconds
get
to
a
go.
good look. They've got to get a good look. Penetrate, kick, extra pass. Teo lets it go, but he's partially blocked by Silla, who's all alone up the other end. And he throws it down. And with that, just about puts it out of reach for Hemel Storm for this game anyway. Williams just off left. And Thames Valley Cavaliers are going to win this one. An epic battle between 2 and 3 in the league as Polian throws it down off the steal. And time will expire, and it took 1 overtime, but Thames Valley Cavaliers have won by 6, 97 to 91.
Great game of basketball. You know, great way to finish the season or the regular season. Storm can go into the playoffs knowing that they can match, you know, these guys for point. Okay, they didn't get the win in the end, but we know we can keep going. Great game of basketball. Great advert for the NBL Division 1.
Yeah, and such great talent on both teams. Excellent resistance and resilience from both teams, and the way Storm got it to overtime was absolutely fantastic, and it's given us a great game. I'm going to shoot down to courtside and try and get an interview with the Storm players. I'll speak to Mike Williams. Hopefully we'll be able to do that, and I'll bring that to you very shortly.
Okay, we're going to go quiet for a little while. We'll keep the guys on as Graham makes his way down.
Calling the original thinkers.
The disruptors.
The hungry minds,
Just 25 minutes north of London, you'll find a real learning community.
where you can be whoever you want to be.
Our gold standard teaching delivers outcomes without limits.
For everyone.
There is a place like home where your well-being comes first.
Welcome to Hearts.
Where great minds don't think alike.